Hi, I'm Jody Facina, and if you're in Sydney like I am, welcome to week 10 of your COVID staycation. No doubt you would have seen in the last 2 to 3 weeks, the public narrative has definitely shifted. The government, led by the Prime Minister and obviously Gladys Berejiklian, are leading the debate about, as a community, we now have to learn to live with COVID. This is certainly opening up a lot of other issues for debate. First and foremost is, what does actually opening up mean when we hit those 70 and 80% targets as outlined in the Doherty report? As debate and discussion continues as to what actually opening up means, one of the major controversial issues which is going to get a lot more airplay is what role will vaccine passports play in regards to an increase in our freedoms. This is an issue that is very controversial, particularly for those on the right of politics, where there are some fringe elements in particular leading the charge against vaccine passports and the need for those that will be double vaccinated to enjoy more freedoms over and above those that aren't vaccinated. There is a major political debate now brewing also between Scott Morrison and the premiers of Queensland and WA, with accusations that both states are walking away from the national plan when it comes to border reopenings once 80% of the populations have been double vaccinated. Politically, this has major consequences. It's because the next federal election is going to be fought and won or lost in both Queensland and WA, where federal Labor needs to win seats to have any chance of governing. Does Scott Morrison really want to have a brawl with the two premiers who are both popular in their own right, leading into a federal election, overlaid as well with an implied threat that if they don't reopen according to the national plan, that the Commonwealth may seek to withhold federal funding to both those states? That is a political debate that has a long way to play out and has major consequences potentially for the outcome of the next federal election. In a development last week, Clive Palmer has teamed up with Craig Kelly, former Liberal MP turned independent, to fight for, as they would say, our freedoms. This means they're opposing border lockdowns, vaccine passports, want the economy to open up now, and are even questioning the efficacy of currently available vaccines. So what does this mean for Scott Morrison? With some of his own MPs already speaking out against the need for things like vaccine passports, the last thing he needs is a well-funded group on the right where some of his government MPs can be accused of aligning with people like Clive Palmer and Craig Kelly. For Scott Morrison, he just does not need that. With all the negative press that has become associated with the vaccine rollout, Scott Morrison will be desperately hoping that he can deliver on the next stage of the national plan. He needs to convince the Australian people that it is their pathway to normality. If he succeeds in doing this, then he may well be on the path to re-election.